Hello Aquarius, welcome to Eco Tarot. This is Kensley, the Eco Tarotist, and thank you so much for coming to my reading today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a chakra check-in, and we're going to look at each of your chakras and kind of combining it to a story for the month of October. If you have any questions regarding this reading, please see the description box below, and otherwise I've already pulled all the cards, and let's get into your reading. You pulled the Turtle Spirit card, Slow and Steady Wins the Race, and the Swan Spirit, Time for a Deep Dive. And then you also pulled the Community card, where you see the Mama Giraffe. By the way, I always equate myself as a Mama Giraffe, because I'm like, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm super tall. And so I'm like, I'm going to get you. But it's like... trying to get you. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Okay, side note there. Turtle Spirit, this is a turtle this is a sea turtle that they're depicting. And sea turtles are very ancient creatures. They haven't changed much since the time of the dinosaurs, and I love that. I feel like Slow and Steady wins the race, and if you think about it, they're the badasses who outlived all of the dinosaurs, all of the mammoths, all of the animals that came and went before and after those just species that I just mentioned. They are persistent in life, and what ain't broke don't fix. Slow and Steady wins the race, literally. And so I feel like there's ancient wisdom behind this, because they've been around for a millennia. I love it. Swan Spirit, they're a little more fickle, I have to say, than the sea turtle. But what I do like is they're monogamous, just monogamous for a season. I think that's for many species. You know, we think about species being monogamous, and how it's not in our nature to be monogamous. Well, some species do. Diplozoans or whatever are actually the most monogamous, and they literally attach themselves to their partner thick and thin, and that for the rest of their lives. Others are monogamous unless their mate dies, and then they find a new partner. Swans are, and then obviously others are like, let's just hit that right now. I'm walking by, might as well. I get it. It's different life strategies for everybody. I get it. It's fine. Swans, their life strategy is let's be true to each other just for this season. And then we'll see how it goes later. That's the energy that you've pulled. All right, Aquarius. Let's get into your reading. Root chakra is when in balance, it's stability, you're grounded, there's prosperity, it's you're healthy physically. When you're out of sync, when you're out of balance, and you're deficient in the root chakra, there's you're underweight, there's fearfulness, whereas, you know, maybe in excess, there's obesity, greed, materialism, hoarding, that kind of energy. And so for your root chakra, you got the Five of Swords and from reverse, and the Stork from the Lenormand, which I love this. So I just discovered the Lenormand deck. I didn't want to do the playing cards for some reason. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do my own. I'm gonna draw my own. So last weekend I totally drew my own, and now it's total amateur hour. Although I'm like, I'm pretty proud of my Stork. Okay, guys, it's not nothing. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad either. So I will take that, but just know that we're amateur houring on the Lenormand right now. But I love the Lenormand because that deck is very straightforward. There's no room for interpretation. It is what it is. So the Stork in the Lenormand is change, movement, new cycle, transition. And so it sounds like, coupled with this Five of Swords walking away, from a huge battle that had just happened. There's change after a big struggle in your life. Now, this is interesting because this is the front of the card, and it's literally like, we just won, man, we won. And this guy's like, well, we won, but at what cost? This building is completely dilapidated, and it was like they catfished us. They catfished us. We didn't realize that the castle was fucking in rubble, and now we win it. What cost did we win? And then, but you didn't get that card. You got the card where the guy's like, fuck this shit. I'm bailing. And he's like, but we just won the fight, we just won the battle. And so clearly there's double meaning of movements with the stork supporting this card. So I think that your root chakra is there stability and is there groundedness? No, I don't think so, because there's a feeling of movement here that is, I think when you're in a healthy place, you're grounded. And I think that you're on your way to that. I just think that you're in transition to a healthy root chakra. Okay, sacral, when in balance, healthy sexuality, pleasure, feeling, fluidity. It's really also intimacy that is not very easy to do, I think, for some people. And you have the Four of Swords with the ship from the Lenormand, and the ship, excuse me, represents travel, exploration, departure. So you're getting two travel cards, movement cards in your lower chakras. And it sounds like, I mean, this is clear of like there's a departure to go and think about what's going on, what's happened. To think about you. Okay, so this guy turns out to be this guy. He's leaving to go have some contemplation. And this is your sacral. Did I say sacral? Whatever. Tomato, tomato. You say potato, I say vodka. Quote of Karen Walker from Will and Grace. Love it. So, but there's this sense of departure towards reclusion to heal. So your sacral energy is, I don't know, did I go over this? That, yeah, so the healthy part is the healthy sexuality, but the deficient part is rigid, emotionally numb. If you're in excess of the sacral, it's overly emotional, sexual addiction, obsessive attachments, excuse me. And so I think that right now you're in deficiency of the sacral chakra because you've moved inward. It's like, I mean, I've been on dates where something has happened and I had no idea what has happened, and it's like you see them literally retreat in their eyes and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And it's like, whatever you said, I have no idea, but whatever you said triggered something in them, and they just instantly, you see, it's like their eyes go dark, and then they retreat, and then their body language shows it, and I'm like, oh my god, I shouldn't be dating, I think, because clearly I don't mean to do something like that to somebody. But it happens, and you can't help it because it's their thing that they're working out. And you don't, I mean, you just do you. You have to continue to do you. But I see that as this traveling in this retreat within and going dark. So, okay, let's go on to solar plexus. When in balance, there's vitality, strength of will, purpose, self-esteem, and visionary courageousness. When in deficiency, there's poor self-esteem, passive. When in excess, there's domination, control, aggression, kind of scattered feeling. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles and a ring from the Lenormand. And Lenormand literally means commitment, partnership, promise, contract for the ring. And this is a partner who is absolutely, you know, stable and nurturing and successful in what they're doing, and it's an all-around wonderful energy. And it sounds like there was a commitment, or, you know, a promise to a commitment. Unless I do a clarifier, which I tend to not do clarifiers. Unless I do one, I can't tell if that's, I think it's good and bad, but the way that you retreated from your sacral energy and the instability in the root, I feel like it's just, let's see how the rest of it plays out. But to me, it's it seems like there was a soulmate here that you were in a commitment with, and something happened to retreat. But here, this is showing your solar plexus as a confident, self-confidence. So let's see how it plays out. It might change the direction of that. The heart chakra is, when in balance, there's compassion towards yourself and others. There's self awareness and self acceptance. It's good relationships. And when you're in deficiency of the heart chakra, you're shy, lonely, isolated, bitter, or whatever. I mean, it's one of many things. But in excess, there's codependency, jealousy, possessiveness, poor boundaries. And you get the Temperance card and the home card from the Lenormand. And home in the Lenormand deck, house in the Lenormand deck is home and family. It's your immediate family. And and then Temperance is patience, balance, healing. It's really coming into the balance of the family. And look at that. So there's community card here. There's a bunch of leaving and retreat in your lower, but your middle chakras, this is good energy. This is really good energy. I mean, I would imagine, like, this is balance in the home. This is finding balance in the home, and having the patience to find balance in the home life, in the family, and that is good. That's the heart chakra is balance. It's compassion, it's self-acceptance, it's good relationships, it's home life, it's family, I think you've got a really great heart chakra and this great solar plexus. I think your self-esteem is good. I think your relationship, it's open. Like, your heart chakra is still open no matter what was closing off down in the lower chakras. Your throat chakra, to be in balance, you need clear communication. There's creativity, there's resonance. When out of balance and deficient, there's fear of speaking or poor rhythm. If you're in excess, there's an inability to listen. There's excessive talking, stuttering, that kind of thing. And so this is all about clear communication. And you get the Page of Pentacles from behind, and the letter from the Lenormand. And the letter refers to important information and messages, correspondence, and communication coming in or going out. But it's, and then you've got the Page of Pentacles, which is also a signal for communication. It's usually a, you know, a youthful effort at communication, but communication nevertheless. And this is throat chakra. So, and this page is from behind, but I don't see any, I see only good things from behind. I see this golden cornucopia of wish fulfillment. And I think there's a lot of, and then there's a, you know, this rose of, I think, symbolizing love and relationships. And so coupled with the letter man, there's clear communication either from you or going towards you. There's nothing clearer about that. Third eye chakra is, hold on, I do need my glasses, I swear. I'm trying not to wear my glasses because but third eye is intellect, intuition, deepest wisdom, seeing the future, psychic perception, accurate interpretation, imagination, clear seeing. Deficiency is poor memory, poor vision, unimaginative, in denial. Excess is headaches, nightmares, delusions, difficulty concentrating. And you get the mountain, you get the Ace of Pentacles from the forward position, and the mountain. And the mountain in the Lenormand is obstacles, struggles, and challenges. Literally, and that's interesting. So you've got, it's basically intuition. Third eye is intuition. And it's intuition about these obstacles that maybe were farther down, that closed you up. Like, because there's these other great energies associated here, and there's a new beginning in something real. And it's not the real card that's like the material world, it's the real card that's like, yeah, it's nature, but it's still manicured by man, but it's still nature. Take that over that any day. But there's some obstacles that are needing to happen, and whether that's an obstacle that's preventing you from a new beginning, or there's a new beginning in conquering the obstacle. I can't tell, but there's definitely some interpretation there. And I think with that intuition of yours, I think you need to trust it to help you get over those obstacles in order for a new beginning to happen. That's how it's kind of playing out. So the crown chakra is in balance. It's, oh, damn it. Self-realization, contentment, oneness, wholeness, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual connection, consciousness. And then a deficient, it's limited beliefs and apathy. Excess, it's overly intellectual, confusion, spiritual addiction, disassociation. And okay, so you actually pulled a couple cards, and this is very interesting to me. So you pulled the World card from behind with the cross, and the cross is duty, conviction, suffering, burden, tolerance, dogma. And I truly believe that this is the ending of suffering and duty and burdens, in order for you to get closer to God and your wisdom and your mindset. And then you also get, excuse me, the Knight of Cups from behind, and the dog, which is loyalty, devotion, and friendship. And this is fascinating to me. I take this dog totally to mean loyalty. Because what this card from the backside represents, it's hilarious. From the front, it's like Knight of Cups. Here's your proposer. It's a proposal, knight in shining armor. Amazing energy, right? From the backside, it's like, look at him. He's literally offering the cup to Orion, who is the god of hunting, I think. And he's like, cheers, man. Let's go get those babes. Let's enjoy the hunt. And it's like, what? But the Knight of Cups is always awesome. This is my knight in shining armor, like Disney movies. Shut up. I don't like this guy. This is telling you loyalty, man. He's still loyal. He's just a little young and picky and doesn't want to settle down. But when he finds his match, holy shit, he's gonna be loyal. Hell yeah. I think that's how most people are. Or men are. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, but to me, that's what I feel like a lot of men do in dating. They're like, I'm just gonna keep dating and dating and dating until I'm like, just, oh my god, this woman's amazing. Oh, of course, I'll do whatever you want. I'll commit. So that's what I get from that card. It's like, he's not a player. He's just gonna commit when he's ready to commit. That's interesting energy that just kind of popped out to the side. Popped out. And so there's an ending of duty and burdens. And I don't know. I feel like, and that is your crown chakra. Self-realization. Ah, yeah. So there is that self-realization of, let's not have, let's have a little more self-respect and a wholeness. And there's an ending to this have to. And then maybe why this popped out is, and if you think of it in the context of the whole spread, oh yeah, what this was for you is either going to come back and there's going to be this loyalty associated with it, when maybe there wasn't and you retreated. Oh, this is you, because that is you. This Four of Swords, the retreat, the eyes going dark. And you're gonna try again. It could be reversed. Roles could be reversed, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, somebody's eyes went dark and they had some sacral issues with intimacy and sexual health and letting someone in. They did think that there was a soulmate potential, but they've been working on balancing their heart and their home and their relationships within their home. There's communication through the throat chakra. There's getting over the struggles in intuition for a new beginning, and a new beginning in intuition, and an ending in duty and burdens and intolerance. And then this person is able, I think, to be the knight in shining armor. And just because he was dating a lot or she was dating a lot doesn't mean that this loyalty card, whatever, loyalty, I think that is going to shine through. And I think you have to do the deep dive and really think about this, and understand that, Rome wasn't built in a day, that there's many roadblocks to get through and many slow and steady wins the race. And through this community, through your tribe, I consider this also like the tribe card. This is your tribe. It may not be your family immediately, or it may, but they're here to help you. And if they're not helping you, then, you know, find another tribe. It's weird. I think, who was it? Capricorn just got the community card in the same exact position. So that's interesting. You might want to go see that reading. But I think this is interesting. I think that there's some really great energy. There's just a little bit of work on a couple chakras that you need to work on. And if this doesn't resonate with you, then maybe some of it does, and some of the chakras, you know, you might want to work on some, but not all. But it's truly just a general read, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, bye Aquarius. Love you guys.